Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kennedy. I dance, and a couple weeks ago, it was my last dance competition of the season. I'm really excited for next season. But anyway, I kind of did like a react video at the first competition of the season, which was a little bit rough. I think I got better over the next competition. I can't talk. But I think I got better as the season continued, so I'm gonna be reacting to my 3 solos, and if all goes well, I might throw in a bonus group dance that you guys have been asking for. You guys are going to see my contemporary solo, my jazz solo, and my lyrical solo. So let's get this party started. We're gonna be taking a look at my contemporary solo first. By the time that the last competition came, it would have been my 7th time competing this solo. So honestly, I really wasn't nervous at all. I was a little nervous because, you know, like adrenaline and like nerves are good. But I just wasn't like as nervous as like from some of my other solos that I've had because I haven't competed them as much, because I also took this solo to 2 other ballet competitions. So I got the chance to perform it 7 times. Honestly, I never get sick of it. I think it's a cool dance. Oh, here I come. This song is so cool. Yes, good emotion. Everyone is always talking, like the judges are always saying that I have really good like character in this dance, but then they said there's some like technical things that I can work on, which I definitely agree. Oh, whoa, that aerial was high. I can definitely agree with some of the comments that they've made. I think I need to engage my feet more on that chaîné, and I think I can turn my foot out more in that 4th position. But at that time, I wasn't worried about that because I was so scared for this leg hold turn that's coming up. Okay, not that bad. I turned on my heel. The competition before this one is actually the one where I did the leg hold the best, actually. Oh, yes. I think my arms are a little cuckoo in that, so I think I should work on keeping my arms stable. I was like staring into one of the judges' souls. Like I picked a judge and then I was like, I'm just gonna stare at you the whole dance. I tried to do like make eye contact with the judges because I feel like if I were a judge and a dancer was making eye contact with me throughout the piece, I'd feel more connected. I love this part when the music changes. Whoa, I am a jumper. I can jump really high. One of the judges said that. They're like, you are a jumper, my friends. I love the part where like the music comes back and I like roll back up. It's like I'm dead and then I'm coming back up. I'm alive. Yes. I think this dance has a lot of dynamics. Like it's not just the same pace over and over, which a lot of like violin songs are like. This has like so many different instruments and so many different like dynamics to it, which makes it cool. And the choreography is amazing to go with it. Oh, that one was a little more unstable than usual. That's pretty stable. Oh yeah, that was like the first time I've like done that. Because when I get on stage, like I just do random things. I just do random stuff that comes through my mind at that point in time. Yes. That actually went by really fast. Like when I'm on stage, it like goes by like this. And I just don't think I even breathed. I don't think I didn't even take a breath throughout the entire dance. And then I like go swimming or whatever, and I'm like, I need to hold my breath. I don't understand. I can't hold my breath as long as I hold it on stage, because I swear I don't think I breathe throughout the whole dance. I hold it for 2 minutes and 41 seconds. I'm just like Also, I know a lot of people usually like thinking through like a lot of stuff on stage, but for me, when I'm on stage, my mind is completely blank. And then random things will pop into my brain, like do this here. And I'll be like, whoa, that came out of nowhere. So sometimes my adrenaline will pump a little too much, and then I'll do like random stuff that I've never practiced before. It is now time to move on to my 2nd solo, which is my jazz solo. I've never reacted to this solo before. I posted the full dance version on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. Give it a like if you like it. This is probably one of my favorite solos I've ever had. The costume is amazing. It's an Amazon special. Got it for $30. It's actually like a Halloween costume. But we made it work for this dance, and I think it like makes the character and just shapes up the dance so much more than if it was just like a regular old jazz costume. It's like my disco ball cheese grater costume. I don't recall if this was my best time or like my least best time doing this dance. I think the first competition was my best time doing the dance. And the last competition was, it felt kind of meh for me, but we're gonna look at it and see if it's as bad as I think it is.
Your body.
Free your body. Yes. I'm gonna miss this dance. I can't believe it went by so fast.
You always hear people talking about your mom.
I think I workshopped that like 50 times because I was trying to figure out the best way for me to balance in that move. I was like, maybe if I go a little lower, then I don't have to arch backwards more. A little stumbly on some of it. Oh. That is a completely different move than I've done before. That is not the same move. See, I told you my adrenaline is running. Free in my body. I think I freed it a little too much. This turn have a high releve. It's higher than before, which is good. I'm working on high releve, guys, in like all my turns. So I'm like having to reteach myself how to turn because I had like a really low releve for a long time. I love the character of this dance. I love the costume. I love the song. Thank you, Mr. Derrick Schrader. I love you. I was like picking another judge and I was staring into their souls again. I love staring into people's souls. Oh, that was a little hesitant. Oh yeah, story time. At the competition before this, I forgot the dance. No, I didn't forget it. I just did a part because there are two parts in the dance that are like exactly similar until like there's another move that comes up that's different. So I ended up mixing them up and like doing the wrong one at the wrong time, and it's actually really funny. Okay, I thought the turns were worse because they felt worse, but it's not as bad. Oh yes, sass. Oh, I didn't slip that time. One of the competition I like slipped and it like messed me up. This dance is so fun, honestly. I want to know, I want to bring it back next year. Or like, I don't know, just bring it back sometime because this dance is so fun. It's a vibe. Even the walk-off is cool, guys. That dance, I think, is a really cool dance, and I'm just so happy that I was able to be given such a, like, abstract and, like, dynamic piece of choreography. Maybe the execution sometimes wasn't as best as I wanted it to be, but honestly, I'm pretty proud of myself, because that dance is kind of, like, out of my alley. Because I do a lot of jazz, but it's usually, like, sort of classic jazz. It's like, 1, 2, bop my down, shane, turn. It's kind of, like, more sharp jazz, and this is more like a jazz funk kind of jazz, and I'm just really proud of myself that I challenged myself to be able to do a piece like that, because in the beginning I had no hope. I was like, how am I gonna be able to do this? Moving on to my third and final solo, which is Caruso / my lyrical solo. This solo, it gives you the feels. My mom posted a clip of it on her TikTok, so if you want to see a little bit of it, you can go to the TikTok, but I'm about to show it the full dance. I think this was actually the best time I performed it, I think. We'll see. I'm always really nervous before this dance. I don't know why. I think it's just harder than most of my dances. Actually, Architect is the hardest. Oh. Straight out the gate, bobble. Okay, let's see how the rest of this dance goes. Maybe I can redeem myself. Yes, finally I turned out my leg because I've been working on like transitions and turning out in between moves. That was a high front aerial. Oh. I put my hand down. Watch it. I don't remember that happening. I was really excited because usually this doesn't get first in the lyrical category, but it got first in the lyrical category this time, and I was really proud of myself. Ragazza. It's funny because my dance teacher and me, we have this thing because every year we do like a solo with like a foreign language. and we always like make up random gibberish words for the foreign words. That turn sequence was good. Yes. That poncho I'm always a little stumbly on, so I think I can work on that. I think that part got better because it looked a little pedestrian the first couple of comps. Yes, sustain, yes. If only my leg could be that high in my leg roll turns, because maybe I wouldn't fall out of them half the time. I think my back is honestly just a little bit hunched. I think if I was more pulled up, and like presenting my chest forward, it would look a little more elegant. Because I feel like my back's a little like hunchback of Notre Dame right now. We had to change this turn sequence last minute because like the turn comments that was original for it was a little hard. Okay, that was actually really funny that we're gonna have to do an instant replay of that. That torch day, I don't know what kind of torch day that was. That was a torch. That wasn't a torch day, that was a torch. That was like a half weird thing. Okay. Yes! I gotta work on like letting the dance finish before I just get up and walk off stage. Cause I'll be like halfway through the dance, I'll be like, I'm done. And just like walk off stage. Okay, that didn't go as bad as I thought it was gonna go. So, that's good. How are you guys feeling? Do you want to see the special group dance? I'll take that as a yes, because I honestly want to see it too. This group dance is just really dynamic. It has a lot of boys in it. It's a partnering routine. I would show a dance that's from this season, because this one is actually from last season, but my studio hasn't gone to nationals yet, so I don't want to share any group dances from this year quite yet until they finish out the entire season. So I'm going to show one from last season. And this was probably one of my favorite dances last season. It's basically like a Latin jazz style kind of group called Moulin Rouge. It's choreographed by the amazing Miss Amanda Rambler. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Hopefully this one is a crowd pleaser, because I know it was a crowd pleaser in real life. The crowd was so loud and they wouldn't stop cheering when the music started. This dance is very spicy. There's a lot of lifts in it. Yes. I know there are multiple lifts in this dance that I was so scared of. I was like, I don't want to do this. Yes. Oh, yes, 540. Yes, Jackson. This is a cool partnering part. I like this part. I think this dance is just like a vibe. It was like really fun, and it was just like Broadway style. It was cool. Oh, there I am. Oh yes, oh yes, whip around, girl. I look so babyish. I look so much younger. My friend Audrey next to me, she looks so young, and this was just last year. She definitely grew up. Yes. Yes, turn section. I love how they the boys don't just stand there and do boy stuff. They do other cool things that you wouldn't really expect from a guy in a guy-girl dance. They're not just lifting girls the entire time. It's a medley of so many songs, and it's just so cool. Yes, Ripple. Yes. I still remember this dance. Nostalgia. I'm working it. Oh, yes, girl. Into your jazz era. That was a cool lift. There was a windmill. I never knew that lift was there until just now. we had to do like our own little pops, and there was a girl in the front. She was like, I have to say the costume was a little too small. It like took me an hour to put it on. Yes, I remember when I went off stage and I had to like run around. I was like so stressed out because I had like a lip scene, and I was so scared for it because in rehearsal it wasn't going as good. Yes, work it, ladies. Yes, this dance is just so fun. Oh my gosh, I wish I could like redo it. Like it was like such a fun dance. It just has like such a good vibe to it, and it's really exciting for audience. We're excited for the audience. Oh, there I am. I was so scared. Okay, this one wasn't as bad because I've done this lift multiple times. But then there's like a swan dive lift. Yes. This part. I was scared for it. Like I couldn't even like. The technique. It was a little scary. I looked like a sack of potatoes. So I feel bad for my partner. Yes. Yes, back tucks. Then you and me could write a bad romance. I don't wanna be friends. It's stroke the cat and yes. This dance kind of makes me smile. It makes me happy. It has a crazy ending. It's really fun, actually. Yes. And then listen to this crowd after this. People are like walking off and cheering off the stage. Wow. That brings back so many memories. Next year, when hopefully I can react to my solos again, maybe I'll put the version of this dance from this past season in there. Tell me guys, do you want to see that? Because that would be really fun to react to, and then like have the vision in my brain of what that year, like what the year that I'm reacting to would be like. Y'all get it. But anywho, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. New videos coming out every single week. And I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye!